is. G'day mates, trumpetmonkey here. We've got the first Raider theme team, Madden Ultimate Team 23 video for you right here. It's gonna be an 82 overall. We're basing it off all the cards that we already know are gonna be in the game, as well as taking some very, very scientific predictions on the overalls of players that haven't been revealed yet, but we know their regs overall. Let's have a look at it. I've got the lineup done for you. Wherever we've got the card art for the actual, like, MUT 23 card art's been revealed, I've used that. Otherwise, I've thrown in a snazzy pick of the lads for you. I'm going to get rid of my ugly mug so we can actually have a look at it right here. So this is going to be like the pure, air quotes, pure Raider O-line, yeah? Colton Miller is going to get a core elite. He is. Because if you have an 84-85 reg, you get an 81, you get an 80, 81, or 82, and I'm actually going to have 50 out of 50 Raiders day one, plus the Coach Madden strat item, okay? So I believe we'll get him to an 82 overall. But I've been stingy where you have a look at left guard, John Simpson. You know, he's probably going to be a high silver. He might get a gold. You never know, but more than likely a high silver. Rodney Hudson, I'm also going a little bit skint. He was an 85 core elite last year. I think he's going to drop down a little bit. I think he's going to have like an 82, but buffing to an 83. Alex Leatherwood, in and around. He's not going to go down from last year. In and around that low 70s mark. I think that's a good one at right guard as well. Trent Brown is going to take a bit of a hit. Even though he actually played like well, I think they've got him down in regs. So I still think he's going to get a core elite. And I think we're going to be able to get him to 81. And, of course, Darren Waller, you can see the 84 on the card up, but he will buff to an 85 once you get all of the Raider chems going. So we've got this solid O-line here. I'm not showing backups, just starters. There it is. I mean, you're going to have two elite tackles. That's probably, like, first and foremost. You'll have a nice elite high awareness. Rodney Hudson there lifting, like, the lower awareness of the overall O-line as well. And, of course, Darren Waller. Going to be sick. It's going to be absolutely savage. There you go. O-line and tight end done for you there. Now let's have a look at QB and skill position. Looking at Derek Carr, and yes, I believe Derek Carr is going to have an 81 overall core elite. Buffing to an 82. Look at him there flexing. Nice guns there on DC. I think that's going to happen. Now, I've gone with the interesting choice of, I think they're going to do Josh Jacobs a bit dirty this year. I think give him an 80 overall, buff to an 81. I've gone with him as my starting halfback. But now that we know core elites are going to get all team chems and alternate positions, Cordero Patterson will be our wide receiver. And funny thing is, CPATS actually doesn't lose his overall like nearly at all. I think he's going to go down like maybe 1. So I've left him at an 82 right there. But Cordero Patterson is going to be my wide receiver 2. Obviously, jumping to the other side there, wide receiver number 1. He will buff Devontae Adams to an 88 overall, so ignore the card up being an 87. He'll be up +1. And I think Hunter Renfrow is going to get an 80 overall. Maybe an 81, but I went with 80 overall just to be a little bit stingy here. He'll be very slow, but he'll still be my slot receiver. And then, of course, Jacob Johnson coming from the Pats. They're going to do him dirty. He's from Germany. Shout out to Peppy. Long-time German viewer. All the German and Austrian viewers, by the way. Jacob Johnson, they are going to give him a high silver again. I just know because they've done him dirty in regs as well. But there it is. There we go. We got literally elites at every position on the day one Raider offense, which is fair. I think it's actually fair. I think all of these players are elite. So they're all Pro Bowl caliber. Very, very cool. Can't wait, man. Cannot wait. And, like, look, I may run a tight end out of position, a fullback as well, but I'm going with the pure Raider theme team right there. So the offensive line, and now we've had the skill position players. Let's jump over to the defense. We're going to look at linebackers and safeties right here. Starting with Trevon Merrick, I think they are going to do him a little bit dirty as well. Man, he might get like a 75. They might give him a 77. You just never know sometimes. Playing it safe, because I don't want to be too outrageous with my predictions. I've gone with the 73 overall that they gave him last year. I think Moe actually played pretty well, though, so they're going to give him a bit of a bump. Divine Diablo, we already know about, is an 86 overall, but he'll buff to an 87, so that's fine. Okay, Denzel Perryman, again, 84. That's the card art right there. That's the actual card art. Confirmed. He'll be buffing up to an 85 overall. Jayon Brown had the core gold 79 last year, so I've left him with that. I don't think they're going to do him any dirtier. I think he had a solid season. This is for me where like the trade-off, he might be a 77 or a 78, but like I've got Trevor Merrick at a 73 is my prediction. He might be a bit higher. So I think this is a really solid prediction here that 82 overall, by the way, is what the overall is. I've put it into the lineup calculator. Now, Mac Attack, I've got him over at left outside linebacker where he does not lose 1 overall. So, in fact, he's actually going to be buffed up to an 86 overall there. Mac Daddy swapping sides doesn't hurt him at all. I think it actually is better for him when he moves to left. So, there you go. There's Khalil Mack in a terrible Chargers. Look, that's the card art, though. That's the card art. And then, of course, we're going to go with Cam Chancellor, who I believe is going to buff all the way to an 89 overall. Now, can't talk about everything, but the Coach Madden strat item incoming, plus, just trust me, Cam should get to an 89 overall. This will not necessarily be an issue, and that is who my strong safety is going to be with. I mean, that's going to be my starting strong. Very excited about it. And that's who you should take as well, in my humble opinion. And then last but not least, let's look at corners and then D-line. Here we go. So much tossing and turning as to whether or not I go with, start with the thick boys in the middle first. Sam Jones looks so good. So good at defensive tackle. He'll have 80 speed and 350 pounds, but I know I'm taking my Neil Farrell Jr. I have to take my Raider rookie premier, who will buff to an 87 overall. On either side of him, we already know about the Chandler Jones there. 86 core elite. That's the card out. They got to get the Raider image on him quickly, please. So many good photos of him from training camp. Well, here we go. Chandler Jones going to buff to an 87. On the other side, Mad Max Crosby, I think they're going to give him about an 82 overall core elite. So Mad Max gets the 83 treatment right there. I think Trayvon Mullen might get a little higher. I think they might give him like a 79 or an 80 because he's like an 80 in regs. But 78 seems like fair enough. But I think he got better last year as well. Nate Hobbs, I think they're going to be like give him some love in the slot there. So 77 is a really fair stat. And then Eric Allen is going to be my team captain. EA, who played for the Raiders, is a host for them right now. And yeah, obviously he's an 88. He's going to buff to an 89. I think he might even buff to a 90. Wink. Can't tell you much more about that. But there you go. I'm actually really happy with this. Like, Trayvon Mullen is not that slow. I might actually end up going with the free Titan, the free headliner right there, whose name eludes right now. But he had like 87 speed, which is solid too. But man, I went for pure kind of Raider theme team, except for Cam, who is a Raider at heart. Nate Hobbs right here is going to be great in the slot. But I love this D-line. We're probably going to get like Hankins as well. And like right now I'm going with Eric Allen. If you can convince me to go with Sam Adams over Eric Allen, we got the news as well from a cryptic tweet, that Deion Sanders is going to be in the game again. And by the sounds of it, like at launch. So how we get our hands on Prime, who knows? Maybe that influences my decision and we go with Sam Adams. Eric Allen it is for now. Absolutely loving this team, though. Have a look at it once again. Just a great linebacker core, great safety core. Digging it. Mate, all the skill positions are elites, except fullback. And then the O-line is solid as well. Centers and the tackles. A really fantastic team day one. So how do we know? How do we know it's going to be an 82 overall? We put it in the team calculators. One more thing to mention. AJ Cole, baby. AJ Cole and Daniel Carlson, the kicker and the punter for the Raiders in mud. I believe they are both going to get core elite, if not very high, like 79 gold base player items. And that takes this Raider theme team to an 82 overall day one, before we even kind of go upgrades or, get any unlockables, which is absolutely awesome. It'll be 50 out of 50. I'll be picking them all up. I'll be selling my rookie premieres except for Neil Farrell Jr. I'll be getting the coin stack. I'll be buying all the Raiders. And then I'll be looking exactly like that guy right there. Exactly like him. flipping the hair around. Lads, thanks so much for watching. First Theme Team video on Month 23. It's your first time. Remember to sub, like, hit the bell icon. We got some massive videos coming up. Wink. Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. We'll see you in the next one, boys.